What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Another beautiful afternoon here in Hawaii, and as you can see from this big pile of stuff in front of me, it's been a few days since I've made a video here, and I want to actually try and get to all this stuff. Again, I don't know how much daylight I have this afternoon, but I've got some new TwoSun stuff. I have some gifts that were donated to this channel to me by some awesome viewers and friends, so I definitely want to get to that. And then this pile of stuff over here, that's a whole different story, so I'll explain that in a minute. But if you're the type of person that watches my stuff all the way to the end, I want to say thank you, and I'll try and do something special at the end to show my appreciation if you make it all the way through this video. But if you're really just here to find out who the winner is for the giveaway, totally understand that also. I'm not a jerk. I'm not going to make you sit around and wait through the whole video. So let's do that first, get that out of the way. So I went through and printed up a list of everyone who commented on that video. So everybody had a 1 in 69 chance of winning. We're going to use random.org here. I have it set to a maximum of 2 just so I can clear it out here. And then we're going to go 69 potential chances. Generate, and number 52, you are my winner today for the giveaway. So congratulations. I appreciate you watching, and let me say, sorry, number 52, Patrick Van Overmeren. Sorry, I probably butchered your pronunciation, but congratulations, you are my winner today for 2 TwoSun knives, so thank you for that. And as for the rest of this stuff, I'm actually gonna keep this list, because at the end of the video I'm thinking I'm gonna do a second chance for somebody, and that has something to do with those boxes over there. So we'll put this off to the side, and let's show some TwoSun knives real quick here before it gets dark. First off, I'm just gonna show them real quick, just do some impressions. I don't have time for reviews here today, but this is one that I've had before. Obviously, this is the TS16. Pretty classic night morning design, but I happened to get this one in the mail, and I just wanted to share it with you because it's awesome. Now, I've had the D2 version plenty of times. It's a great knife. I love this gray coat. It's just got such a good look to it. It's a really classic TwoSun design, but this is the first time that I've had this one in M390 steel. Now, I'm not really a steel snob by any means. I actually like D2 steel in general, but I would say if you're looking for a blade in a super steel in M390 with this design, I would say you're getting more of a super steel, STEAL, because this thing is just phenomenal. Great design with a verified M390 blade, good HRC and real deal materials. You really just can't go wrong. I think I paid $75 for this knife. So good deals still exist on eBay, maybe not like 2 years ago, but you can definitely score some crazy TwoSun knives, and that's why I've been so hooked on this company. It's just, it's hard to beat what they're doing. And say what you will about knives from China, these guys are on it. They're definitely some questionable companies out there, I'm sure, stealing property rights and whatever, but TwoSun's designs, they're original as far as I'm concerned, and I have no problem with that. I will definitely support them. So, a classic, the TS16 by Night Morning Design. So, another one that I have had a long time ago here, and let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the TS85, the tank. Now, when I got this one the first time around, this was an okay knife. Nothing majorly wrong with it in any way. It seemed a little bit small in my hand. It makes you yearn for a little bit more grip here down at the end. But as a short, stout work knife, even if you need to kind of go over the flipper tab here, it's a really solid tank of a knife. Obviously, it was pretty well named, but solid titanium frame lock, and then nicely textured G10 on the other side with a very robust jimping on the back spacer, super comfortable flipper on it. So all the way around, it's a good little knife. I mean, I don't remember why I ended up getting rid of the first one I had, but that was long before I ever started making videos. So I thought I'd just get another one and show you guys here. One of the older TwoSun models, and I can't remember what the name of this designer is. I apologize. I don't recognize his moniker. I don't know that he's done very many for TwoSun, but you know, it's a good knife overall. And for what you pay for this thing, it really is a good bargain. It's a stout, chunky little knife, so not a bad one. They do make it in a solid titanium both sides, or this black G10 version. So again, this is the TS85 tank. And the next new one here that came in was another night morning design. So this is one that's totally not my style. I really just got it to show you guys on the channel here. This is the TS06 Fire version, and you can see when they do this kind of electrically anodized, which I would love to know how they do this. It's got to be some kind of setup that they have, but all the fire pattern knives that they do in this, I kind of like the tiger stripe look. I think it looks good. The TS27 has had this. I think it looks good. So nice looking handle design. It's actually more comfortable than you would expect by looking at it. It looks kind of square and chunky, but it really does fit in your palm really well. There's no hot spots on it. It's more comfortable than it looks. It's got a really nice big cutout for your thumb, so it's easy to close. The flipper is definitely a push button, but when you open this thing, it is just such a snap. It's almost a little too strong of a snap. It feels like it's going to break something. It comes out so fast. It flies out like an automatic. It feels like a spring-loaded switchblade, but you know, it's definitely just a flipper. So the mechanics on it are really good. If you're looking for something with a really strong, snappy action, I guess this is a good one. I don't know if every model is set this strong, but good lockup on it. Tanto point is not really my jam, but I can see if you're looking for something with piercing capability, this is, you know, definitely would have that going for it. But D2 steel, night morning design, decent clip. Yeah, you know, again, this is probably one that I won't keep around, but I wanted to show you guys on the channel here. So this is the TS06. And then last on my list of new TwoSun knives for the week, this is one that I was super excited when I saw the design. This is the TS184, also by Night Morning Design. Now, this is brand new. I think it came out maybe a month ago. I might have gotten one of the first couple listed on eBay, and I jumped the gun. I paid more than I should have for it, admittedly, but I like to support the company, and every once in a while overpaying doesn't make me feel terrible, considering how many other crazy deals I've gotten from over the years. So, moving on. It really is a good knife. I was a little bit surprised. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger in hand, just from the pictures that they had posted, the perspective and the angle that they showed it at sitting on the box was a little deceiving. I thought it was going to be just a little bit bigger, but it's not bad. It's not uncomfortable in any way. I mean, the pocket clip is, it's a pocket clip. You can feel it in your palm, but it's not a bad knife. It's pretty comfortable knife overall. I just personally wish it was maybe 10 or 15% bigger. I think it would have made for a really good big knife design, but as far as a smaller, kind of classy gentleman's carry, it's a good one. The mechanics on it are very smooth. It's got great flip to it. This one is actually 14C 28N stainless, for focus here, and hits a couple of good points. It's got a great pocket clip. It's got nice thumb access, and it's got a decent sized flipper on it. So I mean, it's got a lot going for it. The flipper is probably the only very, very minor gripe that I would have. It's just got a couple little sharp edges on it here, so you might get the fidget owies if you're playing with this one a lot and flipping it, but good lockup on it. Not bad overall. I do like this one a lot. I think it's a good design, and aside from maybe probably should have waited a little while to get it, I'm glad it came in, so happy to have it. This is the TS-184 by Night Morning Design. And then on the list of not knives, but you know, wanted to show them anyway. This I've actually had on a video already, but then this one came in, which is the match to the set. So this is a titanium lighter, which I think I filled this thing probably a month ago, and it's still holding fluid. So as far as a little emergency lighter goes, it doesn't take a whole lot of fluid to fill it, but the O-ring on it is good. It's a nice positive seal, and nothing has leaked out or evaporated. I know sometimes a Zippo will just evaporate on its own over a couple of weeks, but this has held fluid, and you know, not a bad little lighter. And then the pen that goes with it. Bolt action pen obviously is probably, if you're a ADHD knife flipper and you're a fidget person, a bolt action pen is probably second best to being able to flip a knife if you're in an office or whatever and can't sit around and flip your knife. But as far as it goes, this is a nice bolt action pen. It's pretty light overall, and I'm sorry I don't even have a scale out today, but take my word for it, it's lighter than it looks like it would be, but still feels solid in your hand. It is solid titanium. And then got a really nice pocket clip for sticking in a shirt pocket or even on the edge of a pair of pants. And it takes a common refill, which is nice. So overall, I like it a lot, actually. And I was happy to get the rest of the set here. I'm not sure what other pieces share the same kind of brick pattern that they have going on, but the name of the designer escapes me on this one. I'll try and post it in the description, but again, I'm glad TwoSun has branched out a little bit from just knives and does a lot of the little EDC stuff too. It's just kind of fun. So that's that. So that's what I got for new TwoSun stuff. Now, like I said, I have had a few things that were donated to the channel by some very nice people, and these are a couple of fixed blades that were sent in to me, and I'm just stoked to get these in the mail. It just blew me away because I like charade stuff. I have had a few of them so far. I actually had one that was similar to this. This is the SCHF 14. I had the 13, and I had always looked at the 14. It was kind of a toss-up between the two, which one I liked better, and I ended up getting the 13, and I carried that as a regular everyday carry fixed blade out in the woods and beating on it and whatever, and it held up really well. This one, just getting this now, is actually more comfortable than the SCHF 13. So, very cool present. Was totally stoked to get it. Comes with this very nice Kydex sheath, good retention. It's got a little bit of rattle, but other than that, it's really good sheath. I do like Kydex, and overall, just a great little budget fixed blade. This thing is a workhorse. So, totally stoked on this one. And then its baby brother was also sent to me. This is, I don't remember the number. This is the SCHF 57. So, cool little last ditch knife or whatever. You know, you could pull this off and hang it around your neck even. It's just a cool little small fixed blade. Just a little guy. So, again, super comfortable in hand. Not a bad little budget fixed blade. If anybody's looking for something that's not going to break the bank, you know, you get a fixed blade and you don't carry it all the time, whatever. You just want something that, you know, you can bring with you when you need it. You know, it's not going to let you down. Charade is not a bad option. So that's that. And then something else that was also sent in to me. When I posted my video of this coconut chopper, I asked if anybody had any leather care tips. Well, I had a viewer who was so kind and gracious as to send me some leather dressing. So I definitely wanted to say thank you to him. That was just amazing. Super awesome dude to send this to me. And then it cracked me up in the box. He must know that being a knife guy, I am prone to slicing myself. He threw a first aid kit in the box. Cracked me up. I mean, I will absolutely get use out of the first aid kit, my friend. Thank you very much. That is exactly what I needed. So that was awesome. And I'm definitely going to check out the leather dressing. I got to throw some on there and see how this stuff works. So that was awesome. Thank you for that. So let me get this cleared out here, and then before I run out of daylight, I want to show you what's in these boxes because it was just crazy today. So yes, I have a Makita grinder here. That might not be what you're expecting to see on my channel, but I have one here on this table. And this came with this box of stuff. Again, this was a TSA auction that I ended up winning today, and there was just so much crazy stuff in this auction. For the price that I paid for this, I couldn't pass it up. It was too much. It was too funny. So the Makita grinder was one. This is, and you're probably going to ask why I decided I needed all this stuff, but that's my business. This is I don't know, 200 pairs of scissors of all shapes and sizes, a lot of cuticle scissors, and then there's actually some really nice little fiskers and hair cutting scissors and whatever in here. So I don't know. Again, as a reminder, if you're going to go to the airport, take all this stuff out of your bags, take it out of your pockets. They're not going to let you onto the plane with it in your carry-on. So this is where it ends up, in somebody's random auction, and then some dude like me happens to get 200 pairs of scissors that he doesn't need. So just take it out of your bag before you fly. It's pretty easy. That's that. Again, I didn't win the auction for the scissors. That was just kind of came with the deal. But some Leatherman tools that I can certainly use. So there was a surge, there was a wave, a kick, side kick, couple of squirts, some micras. So very cool selection of Leatherman tools, which, you know, those I did want for sure. A C cell and a D cell mag light. So as a heads up, they're probably not going to let you on the plane with these guys. I didn't realize that. If you happen to have one of these in your carry-on bag, probably leave it in the car. I'm pretty sure that's where it came from, was somebody that tried to get this on the airplane and they thought that this was a weapon. So don't take your mag light on the plane. It's going to end up in a TSA auction lot. Some of the more obvious stuff that you probably shouldn't try and fly with: screwdrivers, pocket knives. Those are not going to make it on the plane. TSA is pretty serious about this kind of stuff, so don't take it with you. It's going to end up in an auction. More surprised by regular tools. You know, I don't know if all of these were confiscated at TSA. Our state does some pretty random stuff with their auctions, but pliers and stuff, again, I don't think they let you fly with these. So these, again, don't bring them on the plane. Sawzall blades, don't bring them on the plane. Those I can certainly use. A sack of wrenches. If you could dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. So again, these I can certainly use. I don't know why they wouldn't let you fly with these, but just as a heads up, if you're going to get on a plane, you should probably check your regulations, not just for pocket knives, but for tools as well. Don't let them get confiscated. And then also, what I thought was even cooler was the Swiss Army knife lot. So I like Swiss Army knives. I carry one of the small little classics, one of these guys, on my keys, and I just think they're the handiest thing to have. It's just so small and simple and lightweight. So now I have, I don't know, 40, 50 of them. I do have some plans for all this stuff, so don't think I'm a knife hoarder. I'm really, truly not, but it just all came as one lot today, and, you know, sometimes you get what you get. So, and then also there were some bottle openers. Again, they're not going to let you fly with this stuff. it's crazy because they sell them right there in the airport, I'm sure. But then they have this little thing for peeling off the cap of a wine bottle or whatever, peel off the wrapper that goes around the cork, and because of that, I guess they won't let you fly with this sucker. So people try and get them on the plane, and they get turned right around and confiscated. So I'm sorry, I don't personally feel bad because I tend to read the rules about what I can and can't fly with, and I don't let my stuff get confiscated. But I feel bad for people that don't realize that you can't fly with this kind of stuff. They should do a little bit better of letting people know maybe beforehand. But this is where it's going to end up. If it gets taken, it's going to end up in a TSA auction. So that's that. And I think that's pretty much it for that lot, except for one nice pair of hair cutting scissors. And that was the TSA lot. I mean, just this crazy pile of stuff. So that was one. And then there was actually a second auction lot that I got the other day. Now this one I almost won by accident. Not really. I did bid on it, but this one was more kitchen knives and paring knives and random stuff that you probably shouldn't take on the plane. I don't know who thought that they were going to be cutting their fruits and veggies on the plane with this sucker. A lot of, just random junk paring knives and whatever. So that was part of the lot. But getting into some of the more interesting stuff that was in there, I don't know who thought that some of this stuff would fly on the plane. Let me focus here. We have an Alaskan ulu, which, again, they're not going to let you fly with this sucker. It's going to end up in a box, so don't try and carry it on your carry-on. Check it in a bag, or mail it to the person you want to give it to. This is kind of interesting. This is a cold steel training knife of the Recon 1. I don't know how it ended up in here. It's Grivex or whatever they use for their handle material, but it's just a dummy training knife. So I don't know why they wouldn't let somebody fly with this, but this was in the lot, just random stuff. A pineapple knife. Now, this is kind of interesting. People go and visit the Dole plantation when they're out here, which is fine, and then they get this pineapple carving knife, and they get confiscated, I guess, when they get on the plane because they try and take them in their carry-on instead of checking them, and then a whole bunch of them end up in a lot in one of their auctions. So there you go with that. Some pineapple knives. I'm going to save this one for last because I think that was pretty funny. This was one of the cooler scores in there. This is actually a ceramic bladed knife, which, wouldn't set off the metal detector, that's for sure. There's no metal on this knife at all. This is a kind of a surgically sharp ceramic knife, so I thought that was kind of an interesting addition there. These guys, I don't know who thought these would make it on the plane, but these are for barbecuing. These are called bear paws. But, I mean, if you see what these things are, or you're familiar with them, why anybody thought that they could take this in their carry-on bag, I have no idea. This is, I'm sure it's great for barbecuing too, but this would be a pretty brutal weapon. I mean, you would not want to get poked by this thing, so don't take it on the plane. An old whooped charade, sharp finger. And then this one cracked me up. Somebody tried to take their billy club on the plane. Or fish bat in Hawaii. I guess maybe other places in the country this is a tire thumper or whatever, but out here this is a fish bat. So it was in the lot. This is not an item you want to be traveling with in Hawaii, not just on the plane, but even in your vehicle. This is kind of a contraband item. So, and then, yeah, I think that was it for knives. I wanted to save this one till last because I thought that this one was the funniest. This is a bird-shaped. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me get back on the tripod here. I need two hands. This is a slip joint style. So, the bird knife. How funny is that? It's just the cutest thing ever. And actually, my coworker, since this is already spoken for, it's just too funny. But as cute as it is, it won't make it on the plane, so don't try and travel with it. Leave this stuff at home before you get on the plane. So that's what I was talking about. All this stuff, this TSA auction stuff. I mean, if you're looking for knife deals, check your local TSA site. I mean, they post them, they dump them, they just get rid of them because they don't know what to do with all these. When I went to the warehouse, there's 100,000 knives in this warehouse, and they just put them in lots and try and get rid of them as fast as they can with the manpower they have. But there are just endless knives sitting in some TSA warehouse just waiting to be dumped because people don't empty their pockets before they go to fly. Must happen all the time. And today, well, I scored a whole bunch of stuff, so hate on me if you like, that's fine, whatever. I like doing auction stuff. I've done some storage auctions and whatnot, and I like treasure hunting. I always have, so whatever. Hate on me if you like. But that's pretty much my video for today. But like I said, I wanted to say thank you to the people who have stuck around for this video. So I'm going to do another chance here. And for everybody who is still watching, leave the number 6 in the comments. And I'll know that you made it all the way to the video, and you don't need to be obvious about it and just leave a 6, maybe, I don't know, leave it in your comment somewhere or whatever. I'll know you watched the whole thing, and then I'm going to do another drawing here. After I get through all this stuff and clean it up and categorize it and whatever, I will be doing another giveaway. I do like to give back as much as I can, so I certainly have enough stock right now to do some of that stuff. And yeah, we'll have another giveaway coming up. But again, congratulations to the winner of the giveaway, Patrick. So get at me in the comments, and to the rest of you guys, thanks for sticking around. I made it all the way almost to dark here, and I got through my pile of crap for the week. So that's what's going on in the world of Hawaii knife and gear. And sometimes it's knives, sometimes it's gear, and today it's just a boatload of crap. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the next video. Something different next time. Thanks, guys.